How we doing? My name's Derek. I'm a truck driver, not a detailer. Never really detailed anything in my life. I mean, I've washed my car here and there and vacuumed it, if that amounts to anything. So, like I said, I'm not a detailer. So this is kind of, a video of proving that anybody can do this, I guess. I guess for full disclosure, I do have a good buddy, Brad. He runs a detailing company here in Maine, mainly auto detailing, and he's given me a lot of help, a lot of tips, I should say, and he's let me use some of his equipment, his DA polishers and stuff like that, which are all things that people can acquire by themselves, if fairly easily. But other than that, everything that I'm going to be using is all stuff that you can get off the shelf and people can do right in their own garage, or shop, I guess, if you have access to a shop. So basically what we're going to be doing, as you're watching this, I've already washed the truck and I've already clay barred it, and you'll see those clips coming up. And this is actually like the fourth time that I've filmed this intro. The first 2 or 3 times, it was at like 2:30 this morning. Here it is like, I think it's like 10, 11 o'clock now in the morning, but I was half awake and I just watched the intro back because I was, waiting for things to dry off to polish this, and realized that I completely botched it because I was half awake. So we're going to do that again. So like I said, truck's washed, it's been clay barred, it looks good. You'll see those clips coming up. So I'm getting ready to polish it, and that's where this video is going to end, is after I polish it, show you how to do it, and everything's polished. The video after this is going to be the application of the AvalonKing, which is a ceramic coating. And I had originally, the whole reason for me doing this video actually is I reached out to them and said, hey, I was looking around online, I really want to ceramic coat this, and I haven't seen a whole lot of people do big trucks. I mean, I've seen thousands of people do cars and, pickup trucks, but at the end of the day, a car or a pickup truck, usually, if someone's putting the time and effort into ceramic coating something, it's probably staying in the garage or under cover or something like that. So this doesn't. This lives outside. This is maybe, it might spend 1 or 2 days in a shop, out of a month, but it lives outside and gets a boatload of miles put on it throughout, the year. And this truck has over 1 million miles on it, so it's not perfect. And again, like you'll see in some of the clips coming up, I'll do kind of a walkthrough of, some of the imperfections and stuff, and you'll see. But it's not perfect. But no, the whole reason, I guess, for me wanting to ceramic coat this is, washing this thing takes a while. And anything that can make that easier is, is a plus in my book. So we'll do that, and I'll give my honest review on it. And like I told AvalonKing, I'm not getting paid for it. My boss isn't paying me to do this. I'm doing it all on my own time. AvalonKing sent me the product, which I greatly appreciate, but like I think his name was Dale, was the rep that I talked to. I told him, I'm gonna give an honest review. If I like it, I'm gonna tell you I like it. If I hate it, well, I'm gonna tell you I hate it, but I don't know yet. So we'll see how that goes. So like I said, the video after this one's gonna be the application. And it has to sit for a couple days. So I'm not gonna be including a wash video or anything like that for the first video. And then probably a week, we'll probably give it a week to really sit and cure and stuff, and I'll do an initial wash video, and see how the water beads up, all that cool stuff that everybody likes to see on YouTube. And then after that, I'll probably do a 6-month video, and then a year video, to kind of see how it's holding up. So another thing is, I'm gonna do the windshield. Okay, I'm gonna do half the windshield, because it's a split pane windshield. So I'm gonna do the driver's side, I'm gonna ceramic coat that, see how that, works. The other side I'm going to leave alone because, number one, that side's all pitted and it's not cracked, but it's got some chips in it. So that's going to be replaced soon, but I kind of want to see, what it looks like with a ceramic coat versus without. And another thing, I don't know if you can see or not. I'm going to get this camera. But I hit a deer a couple months ago, so we're waiting on a new bumper. The new bumper's been ordered, and we're going to get that soon. So when I get the new bumper, I'm going to ceramic coat the whole thing. But until then, I'm going to ceramic coat, this side, the driver's side of the bumper. That way we can really see how that holds up. And this side, I'll probably go from like these bolts over ceramic coat, and I'll leave that side the way it is. with, whatever polish is on there from the last time I polished it. But, just kind of see how well it holds up on chrome, because that's another thing. I don't really see many people, do much with chrome, I guess, with ceramic coat. Eventually, I want to do the wheels, but the wheels are really, and I might have already included this in a clip, I can't remember, but the wheels are really pitted and it's got asphalt all over it, because this truck used to be a pavement truck, or a paving truck, I should say. By that, I mean it used to haul, the full boy around the pavement trail. There's all kinds of, pavement, really, asphalt stuck on the inside of the rims when you get off, and I really need to clean those up before I go put any sort of coating on them. And I might make a video about that, doing, actually cleaning them up, and then we'll ceramic coat that eventually. But for now, we're just going to worry about, the truck itself, the paint, the bumper. I'm going to try and clean up the grill a little bit more. So I hope you enjoy this video, and sorry if this is kind of, sporadic. This is my first YouTube video I've ever made, so I guess we'll get to it, or continue getting to it, because I've already done some of it, but you'll see that in a minute. So as I was watching that intro back again, I realized that I forgot to add something as well. So I'm going to show you as much as I possibly can. I'm not going to show a lot of the side profile of the truck. The reason for that being is because, part of the agreement of, my boss letting me do this, because we do have a policy for our company of, not putting stuff on social media and whatnot. So part of the agreement for me being able to do this was not to show the company name on the side of the truck, which also has our phone number ultimately. So obviously that's not, I'm not going to show you doors. So if you don't see me doing the doors, that's why. It's not because I don't want to show you the doors. There might be, I'll throw a couple clips in there of parts of the doors, because the doors have a lot of lettering on it, and I don't want to hit that with a polisher, just because I don't want to mess up the decals and have to have our guy come back down and letter the truck, and just not something we want to get into. So the product I'm going to be using, you can use it with a machine or do it by hand. So I'm going to do the doors probably by hand. So I'll show you, bits and pieces of, the sections that I'm doing, so you can, see what it looks like by hand versus by machine. But I just want to include that in the intro before we get going. That way you're not watching, the video saying, oh, we didn't do the doors, which I'm going to do the doors. You're just not going to see me do the doors. So, yeah, we'll get back to it. Alright, so we got it all washed. So now we're going to go around and I'm going to show you some of the spots that have imperfections, some kind of what I want to try and get rid of. And then we're going to go ahead and clay bar it. So I'll take this flashlight here and I'll go around and kind of show you kind of what I. So on the side of the truck here, you can't really see it on this side, but on the hood, I mean, you don't really see it, but you can kind of see, ghost lettering there where there used to be some decals there. I don't know if that's going to come off the clay bar. We're going to try. The paint itself really isn't in horrible shape. It's definitely got a metallic. I'm going to go ahead and switch this camera around here. But right there's some outlines there from old decals. A couple scratches. Scratches here and there that I'm going to try and get out. The hood's still really wet, so it looks a lot more shiny than it actually is. And look up here, there's some tar, things like that I'm hoping to get out with the clay bar. Where's the other one now? Right there, another piece right there. bunch all over the place, really. I'm going to show you here. I won't show you the doors, like I said about the lettering, but you kind of see. I don't know if you can really tell. I'm trying to find the. Anyway, there's a lot of swirl marks in there. You can see all the light scratches and stuff like that. I'm gonna get that out with the compound and whatnot. But so the sleeper, I'm not gonna really waste a lot of time, just because obviously there's a lot of rock chips. I don't even know if I'm gonna bother polishing that, using the compound on it or not. Same thing with this side. There's a lot of chips here and there. I mean, this truck's got over 1 million miles. Like I said, a lot of chips. Someone tried doing touch-up paint there. That didn't work out too well. Yeah. So, I'll do my best. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's about what the truck is, I guess. We're gonna be a show truck, as long as we ever have it. Another thing too, this grill. You see, it's kind of oxidized. Gotta figure something out about that. Yeah, I'm trying to show you some of these imperfections, swirl marks. Not really showing up great with this camera and light here. You can definitely see the scratches up and down the side, though. The other side's a lot worse. And there's some scratches there. I want to hopefully try and get out too. Some rub marks. I don't know where those came from. They've been there for a while, but anything down there. Like I said, it's not perfect. It's had a deer, it's had other things. But see what we can do. How to, I guess, of clay barn. Like I said before, I'm not a detailer. I'm a truck driver, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess. But it's kind of what I gathered from different videos that I watched and stuff. Basically, you just want to wet the surface nice. Some people use water, other people use soak everything in there. Yeah, don't do that. Some people use water, other people use, a detailing spray or whatever. And then you just kind of want to go up and down motions. You do not want to, make circular motions. It's bad. From what I've been told. I guess let's do kind of an H pattern like this. And we're going to go around and do the whole truck, I guess. I just want to show you guys something real quick. Fairly clean piece of clay that I'm starting here with. And obviously you guys know that I just washed this thing. Just gonna move it across there. Show you how many contaminants, actually get picked up on this thing. It's kind of crazy. I was kind of mind blown, really. Just look at that. Yeah, so we have our work cut out for us. It's gonna take a while. I'll set up a time lapse when I get to the other side, have better lighting. But yeah, so here we go. So we got everything all clay barred, and I was honestly kind of shocked to see the amount of stuff that really came out of this paint, and I don't know how else can show up on camera, but it looks 100 times better, really. So I mean, there's, you can see some of the perfections in there, like that. I showed you that scratch right here. There's right there, a little rub mark. There's a couple on top of the hood that I want to get rid of, and there is a bunch of swirl marks. I don't know if the light can really go. You can kind of see those scratches there. But yeah, I mean, there's swirl marks. That's what I'm really trying to get out. You can really see it good on this side here, all the scratches and everything. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and polish this up, and then I'll show you the products I'm gonna use here, and we'll get to it. So everything I read online, or a lot of videos I watch, I should say, because like I said, I'm not a detailer. I'm YouTube certified, if you will. A lot of people are using just this to, as a final finish for the car before they put down wax or coating or whatever. So I went ahead and got that, obviously. And I also got the ultimate polish just in case I wasn't satisfied with this end result. That way I at least have one more step to do, you know, to try and get the best finish that I possibly can. Because ultimately, once you put the ceramic coat down, that's pretty much it. You can't go back and, you know, try and polish it back out anymore, because once the ceramic coat's down, it's down. And then this is surface prep, and it's pretty much, so without AvalonKing, they recommend that you use a IPA, which is isopropyl rubbing alcohol, to, you know, get rid of any other, oh, that's cracked, that's good, to get rid of any, you know, wax or grease or anything that might be left over from this step, just to make sure you have a 100% clean surface. So I'm hoping this is the same stuff. This is, you know, the part store is closer than the grocery store to get rubbing alcohol, which probably would have been a lot cheaper. And I also got a big stack of microfibers, because we're gonna obviously go through that. But I guess we'll go ahead and break out the machines. We'll get to work with this and catch back up in a minute. I reached out to my buddy, and this is what he told me to do. So this is what we're gonna do. Well, first we gotta open it up here. So we're gonna do this one-handed without spilling all over the place. That open. Now he told me to do is to add a couple dots. He said he usually puts 4 dots on there, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then, I think this is what he meant. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not a professional, so yeah. Just gonna kind of spread this around here a little bit, like so. And he said put 4 more dots on. Just do this the first time, that way the pad gets primed, if you will. And now I guess I'll set you guys back. Oh, I am getting it all over myself. That was dumb. Okay, well, first mistake, I guess. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try and do this. So I'm gonna set you guys back up on tripod, on my very expensive tripod over here, and get to doing this one section, and then yeah, I guess we'll see how this goes. I'll go grab a flashlight real quick for me. Now up here, I don't know if you can really tell, light's kind of directly on it. That down here is the part that I just hit with the DA. You can still kind of see a little bit, so I'm probably gonna go over it again, but it does look a hell of a lot better. Done. And honestly, you know, it's not perfect. I knew it wasn't going to be perfect. You know, if you look at it just right, you can still see some of the, you know, the deeper scratches. Like a couple up there, but you know, those are real deep. And remember, we're using, you know, an off-the-shelf product here, so you know, it is what it is, I guess. But you know, and also take into consideration that this truck has, you know, truck has 1 million miles on it, so you know, I'm not expecting perfection, sorry, but so we're gonna go ahead and close this up here, and we'll get going on the side, and I'll set the camera up this time. I'll do a time lapse of the whole side, that way you guys can kind of get a idea of what's going on. You know, the side's not nearly as beat up as the top of the hood was. And I gotta say, the shine from just that one compound alone. It's pretty remarkable, really. I mean, you can even just see the depth of the paint. Excuse me. You know, compared, we'll go look at the other side here. You know, I haven't touched this side yet. You can still see all the scratches, and you know, I mean, it almost looks cloudy, you know, compared to the other side. For an off-the-shelf product, I really couldn't ask for a better result. Like I said, the top of the hood's a little scratched still, but you know, it is what it is. It's got 1,000,000 miles on it. I know I keep on repeating that over and over again, but so yeah. So now we're gonna be moving on to the worst of it. As you can see, there are a lot of scratches. I'm a little bit skeptical about this. I don't know how well this one's gonna work, just you know, based off what the hood looks like. But we're gonna give it the best shot. There's still some of those scratches up in there. You can see them, you know, especially when the light hits it right, but compared to what it was, it is a night and day difference. Much, much better. You know, I'm actually probably gonna do one more pass, just to see if I can knock some of these other scratches down even more. What it was before, you know, I'm impressed. So now I'm just gonna do, you know, from there down, and then do the other side. And this is gonna be done. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up here. There's no need for me to really show you the other side. It's the same as this side, you know, you see me do everything else. So thank you for watching this video, and thank you to AvalonKing for supplying the product that I will be using in the next video, which is the actual application process of the ceramic coat. Someone's here. So yeah, make sure you tune in for that, and I guess that's it. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah, so I'll finish this up, and we'll see you in the next video. And by the way, the next video will probably be posted the same day as this one, maybe the next day. But I mean, I'm doing both things today, so it's a matter of editing both videos, which I don't know how to do. So this is my first time ever doing this YouTube thing, so we're gonna give it the best shot, and I guess we'll go from there. All right. Thanks, guys.